Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here to my new channel, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, please give it a like, subscribe, dislike, share the video, guys. Help me on the journey here on my new channel here, guys. So subscribe, hit that ring notification. I'm trying to bring out videos every day, guys. Going over the news, going over lies and BS. I just want real Americans, the citizens around the world, that's done with the lies and corruption of their government officials and those that's supposed to look out for their best interests. We know I'm American. I'm a Navy veteran. Our government, those that we so-called elect the power, don't look out for the best for the American people. And I ain't had enough of it. We get tax and squeeze the death of every penny of every little resources out, and the greedy, the corrupt, those in so-called power gain everything. And I had enough of it. I want we the people that had enough of it. If you feel frustrated, you're tired of the BS, you're tired of the lies, you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're barely out there surviving. You did everything that the society told you, and you're still holding the bag and still don't understand what's going on, still left out to be dry. This channel is here for you. As a veteran, the man who served my country and still serve my country, I'm here to fight for you and make sure your voice is heard. So give it a comment, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, guys. So Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. So today, the hard times, I've said before in the past in my new channel here, you're new here, hard times, the worst times haven't begun yet. And people are already being squeezed to their bare minimum, to their limits. But the hard times, the true hard times, haven't begun yet. Because winter time is coming. It's gonna be a cold, cold winter. With all these data centers popping up everywhere, all them draining our energy, draining our electrical grid. Basically, our energy costs are going to this summertime. I'm in Florida, man. I don't even probably want to think of my electric bill in the summertime. If you're in the Northeast and the Midwest, the wintertime, it's going to be a hard, hard time. If inflation going up, gas prices going to get worse. Who knows what this war Iran, food prices and stuff, supply chain is off the limits. Stock market is crazy. The yield market is going up 5%. First time over 20 years. We're being priced out, Americans. And they know we can't. Then the elites, the evil people know the average American, the middle class, upper middle class below can't keep up with all the craziness and chaos that they are creating. They are creating in chaos. And I just want to go back today. If you're in Kentucky, please vote for Thomas Massey today. Because Thomas Massey lose, we officially are done. And we know a foreign nation, Israel, where APACs can buy, they are basically officially buy all the GOP and Republican Party. This is the most expensive primary in history. Why is 20 million, almost $30 million of APAC's Israeli money being funded to basically get rid of Thomas Massey? All the Israeli government, lobbyist groups are dumping 20 to $30 million to get rid of Thomas Massey. Thomas Massey is one of our best congressmen we have. The very few that we can try to trust and allow to try to do the right thing for the American people. And this foreign lobby group, APACs, that won't register on the Pfizer, they won't register as a foreign agent or foreign lobby group because they're Israel, our greatest allies. They're the only foreign country that don't have to register properly like other countries. They could basically buy all our politicians. And Thomas Massey lose today, they have officially the full control of the GOP Republican Party. And that concludes Donald Trump. This is crazy. Donald Trump and these lobbyist groups in Israel want yes men. They want mother suckers to kiss Trump ass and they kiss the ring 100%. They didn't like that Thomas Massey went to release the Jeffrey Epstein files and go after the perpetrators. They don't like that he reads the port-filled bills were full of bullshit and money laundering and all these bills that run through Congress. He actually reads the bills. Nobody else in Congress read the bill, just get paid to vote yeah and nay for it. The only congressman that actually doing his job, and they're spending millions to seat him. This makes no sense. And Todd Massey needs to run in 2028. The only hope we have is left in the country.
You know, just in case I lose, they gave me the number to call to concede. The area code is Tel Aviv, though.
Tel Aviv. Not surprised.
I better quit making up jokes right here on the spot.
And it's not a joke. He's dead ass serious too. And the sad thing about it, man, Donald Trump, these people,
I cannot wait for May 19th.
Attacking the only honest man that was in Congress. I mean, I don't get it. I do get it. When you're bought and paid for, when you're basically, it's more than you being bought and paid for. These people are fully compromised. And this is it, right? Margaret Anderson, her husband died. He was the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. And when her husband died, she basically went on a buying spree of buying politicians. And Donald Trump was one of them. And she's been buying politicians, and she's more loyal and love Israel. She don't care for America. These people don't care for America. America is just a parasite to drain resources. Their loyalty is with Israel. It's going to be Israel first. And America, I don't care. America go down, they got Israel to go to, or any other country to go to. For me, American people, why are we allowing these foreign people? And you talk to Laura Loomer, Mark Devin, anybody on Fox News, you think, oh, it's the Muslims, it's Qatar, it's Saudi Arabia buying our politicians, or China, Russia. No. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, they have money, they don't have the influence, they don't have the backing power like Israel does. Because these countries, China, Qatar, Russia, they register under the FISA. So they only can donate but so much money, a so-called buy politician. But Israel, AIPACs, and all these Israeli lobby groups, it's unlimited. They don't check, they don't got to register, they don't got to put down what they spend or whatever they do. They could just throw money at it and nobody will say a thing. Nobody got to track a dime. And it's just what it is. They're basically playing the rules for thee, not for thee. They're not playing under the same rules as any other foreign nation or anybody else. They're playing with their own rules and regulations, which should all be treason. They're a foreign nation. This is all treason, guys. But nobody says nothing because it's all rated allies.
She loves this country. Her and her husband are so incredible. We miss him so dearly. But I actually asked her, I'm going to get her in trouble with this, but I actually asked her once, I said, so Miriam, I know you love Israel. What do you love more, the United States or Israel? She refused to answer. That might mean Israel, I must say.
I mean, you just heard it from the horse's mouth itself. Yeah, they love Israel, of course. Ben Shapiro, they love Israel. Israel is their shining light. And it's a damn shame that we even have to even deal with us. And the fires are going on. 800 acres being burnt to a crisp. These fires going across the country, guys. These are getting ready to set up the data centers. They're burning you out. They've been burning here in the Everglades in Florida. They're burning people and resources out so they can build up these data centers and build up their defense force. They want people gone. And when I say they want to depopulate the world, they meant that shit. 2030 agenda wasn't so conspiracy theory. It was real as hell. Because you don't want to believe it. Most people they don't see it. They gotta see it to believe it. If you wait that long, you don't ask God for clarity and the understanding to see and predict some of the future, you're gonna be stuck holding the barrel. You're gonna be stuck when you do see it and the shit truly hit the fan. You could be left with what I'm supposed to do now. What's happening? Who's gonna come? What? You don't want to be like that. You don't want to be left when shit truly hit the fan, left looking around what to do, don't know where to go, or what's going on. You don't want to be that way. You see, prices are going up. They got immigration here. They get rid of all Americans from the job and shit. They're seeing that nobody's coming to save my ass. Money's going digital. Surveillance is going everywhere. Food shortages are coming. Probably more energy lockdowns are coming. Their prices are out of shit. I better be able to survive and take care of me and my family outside this system or outside the grid or outside whatever new shit they're about to put on. I better know how to hunt, know how to fish. I better know how to do my own resources outside of whatever this new anti-beast comes online. You wait around and you procrastinate. Oh, I got time. Oh, this and this and this. You congratulate when it does crash because it's going to be it's not the revolution won't be terrorized. When the shit hit the fan, you're going to be left out, dried out. Don't wait when I know it. Don't wait. They laughed at Noah. They thought he was a fool, drunk. Why he building his art? What is he doing? He's a fool, nah, blah. Everybody thought Noah was crazy until the rain started. And by that time, it's too late. Do not wait for shit to get too bad or truly hit the fan before you get the resources and start learning and start doing some skills and start doing better in yourself. Now, while you have the internet, learn the survival skills, know what plants in your area, animals, whatever you need to do, how to do filter water, how to grow food. You better start using the internet for something more positive than stupid stories and stupid stories and funny videos. You've been warned. You've been warned. Like I said, because they are not playing with us. And this man here, Lindsey Graham, I don't know how he's still in office. He should have been fought. He should have been tar and feather a long time ago.
The British way of life. And if Hitler had taken charge of the planet, it would have been the darkest hour in humanity. I believe Iran wants a nuclear weapon. They would use it. So does President Trump. They would use it as part of their religious agenda. They would destroy the Jewish state. They would eventually hold us hostage. So his audience, the Iranian regime, do I worry about gas prices? Yes. But President Trump's right. The biggest threat to the stability in the world is a nuclear-armed Iran. And whatever price we have to pay, we will pay. What did Churchill say? Whatever
price we have to pay. Lindsey Graham, you're not paying the price. You're living off the taxpayer dollar. You sorry son of a bitch. You're not living paycheck to paycheck and worry about how I'm going to take a gas to go back and forth to work. How I'm going to drop my kids off to school and daycare and shit. Every day with gas prices going up. Food costs is going up. People already stressed out, don't have emergency funds. You don't have to worry about whatever price they have to pay. Because you're getting a $200,000 salary, which isn't enough for you. You're doing insider trading. You're getting money from your APAC lobby groups, millions of dollars. The people got the nerve. And let me see if I can find that video. Yeah. Let's add to the billions of dollars. When Congress or Mike Johnson said, let me see if I can find that video. A congressman said they can't live off of this salary. Let me see if I can find that video right quick. Give me 1 second. Here's the video, guys. And Mike Johnson basically said inflation itself, $174,000 for a congressman and woman ain't enough. They can't survive off that. Oh, God forbid anybody making even less than $174,000 a year that don't do shit. And spend their travel and the money of the taxpayer dollar on food, travel, and everything else. But God forbid, $174,000 ain't enough for congressmen and women. That most Americans don't even making $50,000 or less. But $174,000, I can't feed my family off this. What do you want me to do? Be a peasant?
Well, look, the salary of Congress has been frozen since 2009. When you adjust for inflation, a member of Congress today is making 31% less than they made in that year. It goes down every year. And over time, if you stay on this trajectory, you're going to have less qualified people who are willing to make the extreme sacrifice to run for Congress. I mean, it's just people just make a reasonable decision as a family on whether or not they can come and move to Washington, have a residence here, residence at home, and do all the things that are required. So the counter argument is, and I have some sympathy, look, at least let them engage in some stock trading so that they can continue to,
stock trading. Oh, the inside. We need to do insider trading, stock trading, because I can't feed my effing family off $174,000. Even though the average American is making less than 50, if they still even have a job, they probably got to work 2 or 3 jobs just to keep a roof over their head and food on the table. But God forbid, $174,000 ain't enough. We need to do the insider trading. We got to do stock trading, bonds and stuff. I can't feed my family off this shit, even though everything's paid for by the taxpayers. Even let's go to another story here. I mean, woo! Congressmen and women, we have inflation. Our salaries haven't went up more, but if we don't raise our salary more with inflation, nobody wants to run for Congress. Somebody want to run for office. I can't feed my family off $174,000. I would love to have 70. Even $100,000 right now is damn near low. It's low middle class. It's not. It's $100,000 now is basically the bare minimum now. Used to be $100,000, you get you a decent, nice middle class. Now $100,000, you're a low middle class and not still in the poor house, especially when you live at. This is from the New York. This is from the LA Times. As the electric bill rise and AI boom, states take aim at utility profits. Oh boy, the AI boom is leading to fights in some states over growing utility profits as governors, attorney generals, and other protesting rising electrical bills. Say cap scratch residents are stuck in a broken system. Officials and lawmakers in at least 6 states, Arizona, Indiana, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania, are going to new lengths to try to block rate increase proposed by utilities. Some are pressing utilities to completely change their model for financial major system upgrades. Oh boy. But our congressmen and women need more for their bullshit. Though the efforts at bipartisan, the push comes during the midterm election year, with affordability is leading theme in the Democrats' attempt to loosen Republican control of Washington. Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays, a Democrat who is seeking re-election this year, is challenging 2 utility rates increase requests before the State Utility Regulation Board. She said, "I feel like it's never been important to stand up against the blatant corporate greed of a monopoly utility in Arizona," Mays said in an interview. Oh boy, but our congressmen and women, God forbid, they need to make more money. They have to make more. They can't feed their families off $175,000 a year. Like I said, but most Americans are going scrap hungry and barely making it. Boy, the nerve of these people. And like I said, oh boy, and more is coming, guys. Let me change the menu here. Detroit automakers cut 20,000 white-collar jobs amidst AI shift. Yes, Americans are getting cut left and right. These jobs are not going to AI. They're going for H-1B1 and legal immigrants who could do the job for cheaper enslaved labor and shit like that. But our congressmen and women, they're starving. They're going to be homeless. They can't feed their family off $170,000, almost $200,000 a year. That's not counting the tax breaks. The taxpayers pay for their travel, pay for food. They get stipends and shit, all on the taxpayer dime. But God forbid, our congressmen and women need a pay raise to fight inflation while the American people left and right are getting the fucking pay slips and losing, going foreclosing, maxing out credit cards, tapping all their 401k, emergency funds are all gone. But God forbid our congressmen will need a pay raise. God help us. They don't only work in Washington, D.C., where every now and then they don't pass bill. They don't really serve the American people, but they need more money. Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up at all. Major workforce cut. Detroit Big Three have cut more than 20,000 salary jobs in 2022, driven by restructuring and AI adaptivity. AI drive hiring shift. While eliminating legacy roles, automakers are hiring for hundreds of AI-related positions to support future vehicle technology. So the Big Three, just 2022, have cut over 20,000 jobs. Makes no sense. Legendary costs. Managers are parts of the white-collar workforce reduction at Detroit automakers to legendary cost structure. These long-standing financial obligations contribute to the need to restructure. Oh, boy. So legendary costs of the automaker, the big builders, like I said, we won't need people no more. You'll have a data center or these big data for AI with maybe 20 people running the whole damn thing. So these big data centers taking up acre of land, these big buildings, not gonna have hundreds of thousands of people in it. They're gonna have what, maybe 100 people run the whole building, and most of them be remote, can do it from remote settings anyway. So we're taking, and most of those, like I said, gonna be surveillance systems to spy your ass anyway. So it makes zero sense to even have any of this. General Motors, Ford, etc. have collectively eliminated more than 20,000 U.S. salary positions since their peak employment levels earlier this decade. This reduction represents nearly 1/5 of the combined white-collar force. The job cuts span multiple years and reflects simply restructuring within these automakers. And like I said, the worst is yet to come. We already know Mecca. I mean, Facebook is now laying off more jobs. These tech bros are laying off people about 1,000. They picked the AI H1B1, Indians or Chinese motherfuckers to take the job for slave labor. But our congressmen and women, God forbid, they can't feed their family off $175,000 a year. And most of they charge everything, they travel and everything on to taxpayer dime. I am done with. So they need insider trading. They need to do market sharing and all of the bullshit so their family can live good in these high rise and mansions and shit that they're in, millions of dollar mansions they're in. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with the corruption. I'm done with the lies. I'm done as an American being punched in the face, being pissed on, and saying, "Hey, it's raining, motherfucker. Just take it." I don't know what. And this son of a bitch here. This was the day. JD Vance is.
Garrett, you have your hand up. Garrett,
that's right. That's right. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Midterms are well underway. You've got voters going to the polls in 6 states today. You and the president ran on a platform that included no new wars, cutting gas prices, cutting inflation. What do you say to the people who are going to the polls today and who feel like those promises are unkept?
Well, I'd say a few things. First of all, we've delivered great wins for the American people. We ran on delivering tax cuts to the American people, which we did, the largest tax cuts in American history. We ran on cutting taxes, particularly on people who were working on overtime, working on tips. We cut taxes for
that was bullshit.
We ran on the promise of bringing investment back into the United States of America, that rather than factory closures, we were going to have factories opening. And we've seen both construction jobs and manufacturing, but also manufacturing jobs have great rebounds under the Trump administration and under our leadership. We are very aware that because of what's going on in the Middle East, gas prices have gone up, and a lot of
y'all created
are struggling because of that. Our view is that it is a temporary increase. We're taking a number of steps to try to push back against it and try to ensure that Americans are paying as little at the pump as possible. But I feel quite confident after we've taken care of business in the Middle East, those prices are going to come down. And there have been a lot of prices, as you know, a lot of prices from rent to housing, where we still got a lot of work to do. but we do see some real progress made across the economy on pricing, but also on people's jobs.
What? These people, when I say when you're so far away, not attached to the American people that you're supposed to be serving, you live in your ivory towers for so long and not being grassrooted with the American people, you get to lie like this. The Trump administration, our entire government, I don't care what side of the aisle you are, get to lie because they're so disconnected to the people. Trump said, "Oh, we ain't worried about the little bit cost. The better whether they have a nuclear. Iran can have a nuclear weapon. Iran was never going for a nuclear weapon. I don't know why anybody still. If you hear anybody still speaking that we had to do this war. We had to do this war with Iran because they can't have a nuclear weapon. If you still hear anybody parenting that fucking talking point, stop watching them. I don't care who it is. Your favorite podcaster to Fox News, CNN. If anybody still saying, "Whoa, we'll deal with high gas prices just so Iran couldn't have a nuclear weapon," Iran was never going for a nuclear weapon. It was never a threat to American people. There was never a threat. If you still believe that talking point, or your parents still do, please cut off their Fox News, CNN, MS Now, or whatever podcast they listen to. Stop listening to that garbage. Please stop listening to the garbage. But guys, that's all I got today. Like I said, we can't feed our family and friends, but they're gonna feed our Congress people. Men and women can't feed their family off the $174,000. So they need to do the insider trading. They gotta trade stocks and bonds and shit to deceive the American people. Because I can't feed my family $174,000. What kind of poverty you want me to live in? I can't afford that. Even though American people, 90% of American people are making less than $100,000 a year, paycheck to paycheck, and barely making it now. They got time. They need a raise to fight against inflation. Even though they haven't done shit for American people in decades. Our Congress is worthless. Our government is worthless. Every last one of them. If you're in Kentucky, go vote for Thomas Massey. Vote out these rhinos, GOP bastards that's still sucking off Donald Trump and the AIPAC. If they take $1 from AIPAC or a foreign lobby group, vote their ass out. That's the only hope I can say. That's all I got. Thank you for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'm out to the next one. Peace.